big story that's breaking right now, the handover of Air India to the Tata Group. That formal handover expected sometime today, and more news now coming in over what we can expect to see before that. My colleague Vishnu Shom joining us with the latest on that breaking story. Vishnu, what are we hearing?
Well, we've been hearing that both sides, in other words, members of the Disinvestment Ministry and also Air India, civil aviation authorities, those within the airline, top executives of Tata Sons, they've been working very late to try and ensure that this process is done. Remember, the Tatas won the bid for Air India in October last year, but the formal handover of the airline hasn't happened. Now, that is expected to take place today. The chairman of Tata Sons, Mr. N. Chandrasekaran, expected to meet the Prime Minister. That should be happening sometime in the morning, in fact. And after that, after lunch, the board, which has nominated members of the government presently sitting on it, are expected to resign. They'll be replaced with nominees of the Tata Group. And that would therefore be the final step, essentially, before the handover of the airline takes place, which is Air India itself, Air India Express, and 50% of the ground handling services, a company called AI SATS. It is a historic process after more than 65 years, I think about 69 odd years. This airline, which was formed by the Tata Group, will be returning to the Tata fold at a time when it is in deep debt. But it is very much the last straw for Air India for its survival. It's quite clear that this process was going to go through after the Tatas bid successfully, but the paperwork is now done. It is extremely complicated, but it appears that by the end of the day, this should be a done deal.
Right. Vishnu, are we getting any indications of when exactly this formal handover could happen?
No. All I know is that the chairman of the Tata Group is expected to meet the Prime Minister any time now, and this afternoon after lunch is when the board of government nominees steps down, resigns as part of the process to be replaced by nominees from the Tata Group. And I think once that is done, then sometime this afternoon, that process would be complete.
Right. All right, Vishnu, thanks very much indeed for joining us with the information that's available right now. We'll continue to track that big story right through the day.